Hi everyone, my name's Anna Marie. Welcome to this card making project. Today we're going to make the most gorgeous card, and we're going to just look at a little bit of not paper folding but paper manipulating to make something out of something that it isn't. You'll see what I mean as we go along. Everything I use I'll put in the description box below. I'll put the title item from Anna and any extras that I've used. You can always see this on my blog, it'll have the full list, and under the YouTube videos normal, but you have to click the word show more to see everything. The first thing that we're using is our card blank, and I know, I'm sorry, it's my favourite size, it's a 7x5 inch card, and I do keep saying I'm going to try using a different size, but I just feel that this is so perfect for your card making that it makes the best size. And there's enough area to fill. It's not too big and it's not too small. So I'll show you how that looks on our cardometer for new viewers, just to give you a rough idea of the size of the card. So it's just smaller than the A5, which is the A4 folded in half, and it's bigger than an A6, which is the A5 folded in half, and it just shows roughly the size that you're working with. Now, as always, we're going to start with the inside of the card. I'm just going to use my bone folder to make a good sharp score because we want it to look professional. Even though your cards have already got a crease, it's nice to know that they've got a professional looking crease when they're stood on somebody's mantelpiece. So the first thing that I've got is a piece of pink general card. This could be any pink card, and I've stamped in 4 corners using one of Anna's calligraphy stamps, and I've used the pink ink pad from the Summer Fall collection from 2016. So I'm just going to position that through the centre of the inside of our card for the first step of the insert. And I've got to say, this is a really pretty inside, so it will adapt as well. The second layer for the inside is, it was a scrap of pink cardstock from Anna's Perfect Palette range, and again I've stamped all 4 corners using exactly the same ink pad and the same ink, but I've actually cut the rectangle to fit through the middle of the previous layer. So it's sort of layer on layer, as it were. Now it looks a bit crooked, but I think it's just the way I'm holding it. Next, what I've done is I've die cut using Anna's All About Heart layers, and I've cut a large heart out of one of the papers from Anna's Rose Designer collection. I've got a little bit of tape on the back of it, and I'm just going to simply position that at the top of our rectangle there. And then the second heart I've stamped using Stays on Black ink, and it's from Anna's 22 clear birthday stamps. And I've die cut this again from the All About Heart layers die collection in the smaller heart, and I'm simply going to position that at the bottom of the previous heart, like so. And that's our insert. So you've still got room to write to and from and your message. And now we can go to the outside. Now this is going to be all about layering with a few tricks. So the first thing we've got is our base layer, and this is from Anna's metallic foil layers. There's 2 sizes in the pack, 7x5 inches, which suits me, and 6x6 inches, which also suits me because I like 6x6 inch cards as well. So the first layer is simply put on the base front of our card to cover it. Now the next thing, I've taken one of the papers, well, it's one of the cardstock, because you get cardstock and papers in the Rose Designer collection, and I've used the press cut rectangles, which is a layering system from a company called Press Cut, and they give you so many different sizes in layered basic shapes. These are the rectangles. I've cut it to resemble a frame, and I've got double-sided foam on the back of it, and I'm simply going to position this through the centre of my card. There we go. Now I'm not saying what size it is, because the next layer I've used again one of Anna's metallic foil layers, and I've taken the centre of it away. I've got double-sided tape on it, and I've cut the edge away, the centre, and where the centre's been cut away, the underneath layer, the frame, I cut so it was bigger than the actual aperture of the metallic layer, if that makes sense. So that's why I didn't sort of say what size it was. Don't get strung up on sizes. You just do what you feel. You know, if you think that's enough space between each layers, then use it. So that's giving a little bit of a window effect, but not too much. So the next thing we've got is one of Anna's glitter stickers, but I don't want to use it as a glitter sticker. I've got double-sided foam through the centre of it. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, Anne-Marie, that looks a mess because I can see all your foam. Well, I know it does, but you're not going to see it when we're finished. To put the foam on, I did peel away the sticky back because part of it is going to cover the outside of our frame. So it's going to sit through our frame like that. And as you can see, where the outsides are touching, they are going to take hold to the outside of the frame. And the centre, where the foam pads are just going to sit nicely there, like so. So now we need to do something about this. So if you remember, we used the hearts for the inside. Now the smaller heart was from, well, they were both from the All About Heart die cutting, but I hadn't embossed it. So these are 4 little hearts that I've cut out using Anna's metallic cardstock. I've embossed them as well, and I've just got tape on the back of them, just flat tape, and I've simply curled them a little bit using my bone folder. So I die cut them, and then I simply ran the bone folder along just the edge of the heart. I've got double-sided tape on the back of them, and I'm going to add 4 in the centre of the card. Now these cover the double-sided foam that you all thought Anne-Marie's gone a little bit potty and she's not been neat and tidy. So that covers the foam up nicely through the centre. And our sentiment is from Anna's favourite sentiments range, and I'm simply going to pop it in the middle of our hearts like that. And then to finish the card off, I've got a little gold bow. Now my first thought for the gold bow was I would put it there, but the tails hang over the sentiment, so I thought what we'll do is we'll just have it at the bottom there, like that. And that finishes our card off perfectly. So we've got the hearts in the centre to match the hearts that we've used to make what's very similar to petals. So we've got our stamp sentiment and our bit of fancy around the edge for the insert with enough room. We've got our gorgeous front with our glitter sticker, our frames and built up. Now, because it's built up on foam, might be one to watch for the postage, if anybody's struggling with that, because I know postage rates around the world are so high, so especially for anything that's padded. So if you want to lose some of the layers, you could do, or hand give it instead of posting it. It stands up nicely, it will look great on any mantelpiece, and it's got the 3D from the actual hearts where we've curled it. So I think that is a really pretty card to finish off the week of our projects with. So if you've got any comments, anything to say, please feel free, because I love hearing from you. You can always find me on Facebook. I know I sound like a broken record when I say all this, but for any new viewers, they don't know where they can find me. And I'm getting new viewers all the time, which is fantastic. I love hearing from you. And I love seeing what you create as well. So please connect with me on Facebook. Again, anything to say, even if you just say, that's great, Anne-Marie, love it. Or don't love it, I'd have done it in blue, whatever. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.